So on tapered joints, horizontal tapered joints, what we want to do is again, hold about 3 to 4 feet of the tape. But remember now you're fighting gravity. So when we put the compound on the tape, it's going to want to sort of fall down on you. So we pulled our tape through. Now this is a classic case again of the compound coming out on this end, but not on this end. So we put this one to this joint right here, this corner. We want to butt that right up to do it and walk it with our fingers. Start from this end and smooth it out. If you see any bubbles, if you see any wrinkles, stop and adjust for those. Pick the tape up if you have to and start it over. Now this was the repair we did earlier, so I'm going to incorporate the entire repair in this piece, just like this. Make sure it's coming out consistently on the tape, and that came out pretty good. Same thing, we want to take the part that came out last and butt it up to this one. Center it on the joint as we're walking it with our fingers. Go past our repair here. Come back to this intersection, make sure they don't overlap, and then squeeze the excess tape out. Don't over squeeze. You will push too much of the compound out no matter how the compound got on the wall, whether you put it on there first or use the fast little taper or any other professional mechanical device, you can still squeeze out too much compound. You have to establish how much of the tape with the compound on it you can stretch out with your arms, because you're fighting gravity. Watch, let me show you. Now you can see how much compound's on there, which is really a good amount. But watch when I stretch it out. You see how heavy it is? It wants to fall because on this horizontal joint, you're fighting gravity. So you establish it right on the center. Continue to walk it with your fingers. And slowly squeeze it out. Not taking out too much. You'll see how much pressure it takes. Now right here, I'm going to tear that, and I want you to see how much compound is under there. That's a real good amount. See how it filled that crack, that joint in there right here? So we want to center it again. Take another pass, squeeze out any excess. You might even want to take another pass to clean it up off the edges. Now, this is the tapered joint. This is okay that there's that much left over because you're going to have at least 3 more coats on top of this. So even if it's not flat exactly in terms of it being smooth and everything like this, you're going to be covering this up. The taper comes in and there's like a 3-inch gap right here. Walk up to this corner, and we center it, and we walk it, and we guide it down here onto this intersection of this tape. Now we're going to smooth this out. Take another cleanup pass. And again, you don't have to worry about all this right here because you're going to have 3 more coats. You don't even have to sand this. About every 5 to 8 pieces of tape that you run through, sometimes the teeth will build up. And if it's a hot summer day, it'll start to dry out on you and fill the teeth in. Submerge it into your cleanup water. Shake it around a little bit. Take your toothbrush if you need it, but just by doing that, as you can see, it's cleaned the teeth out. And that'll allow you to go back to work right now.